There are any number of people, prominent people, powerful people, who had communications, emails to Jeffrey Epstein in the years after Epstein pleaded guilty to an offense in 2008, including people in the president's circle, powerful people in media, in news, in politics. And that is a problematic thing because Jeffrey Epstein had already acknowledged misconduct, yet he was still in this powerful circle years later.
Let me break this down real quick. Anytime you make a deal with the devil, best believe you're just a pawn waiting to get tossed aside. Once he's done using you, you're nothing but leftovers in the game. Kanye been trying to tell us about Jay-Z for years, but everybody brushed him off, saying he was losing his mind. Now I'm sitting here scratching my head like, how in the world Jay-Z's name showing up in the Diddy files, the Epstein files, and the Weinstein files? Yet somehow, he never touched an FBI file, never got cuffed, never got dragged into court. This man is the president of entertainment for the NFL's Super Bowl board. He got Grammys stacked up, he's done movies, he's labeled the greatest rapper of all time. And on top of that, he's one of the richest out here. But today, the internet caught fire. News broke that Jay-Z's name is listed in the Epstein files. And right after that hit the headlines, reports say Jay-Z hopped on his private jet and disappeared out the country. Nobody knows where he at right now. And before anyone rushes in the comments saying, it says Weinstein touched her, not Jay-Z, think for a second. Why was Jay-Z even in the same room with an underage girl, completely exposed with Weinstein in the first place? Something about that picture just don't sit right. Why was he even hanging around Epstein and Weinstein in the first place? Those two names alone bring chaos wherever they show up. People like them love to swoop in and recruit you right when you're about to blow up. Jay-Z was on the rise and they saw that coming. They made sure to pull him in before he got too powerful on his own. But here's what don't add up. If Jay-Z was there and saw what was happening, why didn't he step in to help that girl? Why just sit there like some statue doing nothing? That don't sound like a man with a heart. Everybody got a conscience. That voice in your head that tells you when something's dead wrong. And you're telling me Jay-Z, a man with kids of his own, just stood there in that room watching that kind of mess and stayed quiet? That's hard to believe. Now, Push T been out here too, getting tangled up in rumors. People saying he's caught up in some R. Kelly-style situations himself. What is really going on in Hollywood? Every day it gets wilder.
I've spoken to a number of Epstein survivors over the past 72 hours, including a few moments ago with Danielle Bensky, who's been an activist seeking transparency. She says they cannot make that conclusion based on what's been released so far because so much has been held back. We're talking about 3 million pages or so not released. Thousands and thousands of full redactions, some erroneous redactions, some things that were disclosed that shouldn't have been disclosed. She's making the argument that there was so much in this Epstein network.
And another thing, how you gonna say you know people putting stuff in your drink, but you still sipping it like nothing happened after you already got drugged the first time? Come on now. That story don't line up one bit. Something fishy is definitely going down behind those fancy parties and flashing lights. Sounds like that girl got caught up in the lights, starstruck by all the fame and money flying around. Maybe she didn't even understand what was really happening at first and later decided to speak up and cash in on those billionaires' pockets. But here's what's even crazier. While all this was supposedly going down, Jay-Z was out here beefing left and right, going at Nas, Cameron, even 50 Cent, throwing shade, dropping diss tracks, and flexing his power, knowing deep down his name sitting in that Epstein file. That's some bold, messy energy right there. You already know 50 Cent somewhere rubbing his hands together, probably in a meeting with someone like Toby, plotting up another explosive documentary. That man works harder than trouble itself. And Nicki Minaj, she's probably warming up her Twitter fingers right now, ready to jump into the drama. Though she's still quiet about her brother's past, yet she'll speak on this like she's got all the facts. And watch, Jaguar Wright about to pop out soon, microphone in hand, claiming, "I told y'all first." She always do. But let's be real, the creepiest part about Jay-Z's story ain't even the money or the files. It's his relationship history. He was linked with Aaliyah when she was just 16 and he was already 26. Then, not long after Aaliyah's tragic death, he was 27 and started dating Beyonce, who was also a teenager at the time. That comparison people make to R. Kelly situations, it's wild, but you can see why they say it.
Is there any more talk today that there could be somebody who could oversee this? We know that survivors have said, look, independent set of eyes wouldn't hurt.
There have been arguments consistently, accelerating over the last few months, for a third party to take a look at things and make sure the Department of Justice followed the law as it was supposed to. 3 million pages released, 6 million pages total. That means only 50% of what was in the full files has been made public. That is satisfying no one here in Washington.
the story gets darker. There's talk about a woman who claimed to have had a son named Ramir with Jay-Z. She later turned up dead, and whispers started saying Jay-Z might have had something to do with it, allegedly. When that hit the blogs, the media went crazy. But Jay-Z's legal team, those top-tier lawyers, jumped in fast, shutting down stories and cleaning everything up before things could spiral. Still, people noticed the pattern and started asking real questions about what's being covered up behind the scenes. You know how it goes. Once somebody gets on that wild stuff, they start running their mouth like crazy. But here's the thing. She actually knows how those powerful people move because she used to roll in those same circles. So when she talks about how the higher-ups use their money, power, and influence to shut people down, either in real life or all over social media, she ain't just making that up. These folks can erase your name like you never existed. Think about that for a second. Now, I ain't the type to believe in psychics or fortune tellers, but one thing's for sure. Yesterday, Jay-Z hopped on his jet and fled the country. Just like when Diddy caught heat and vanished, Jay-Z did the same exact move. It's like somebody gave him that warning call. They coming for you. And now, no one knows where he's at. Not even Beyonce, from what's being said. He's gone, off the radar completely. But imagine this. What if everyone decided to boycott the NFL until they cut ties with Jay-Z? That would shake things up big time. And what if Queen Bee woke up tomorrow, filed for divorce just to protect her name and her daughter's brand? That would send the internet into flames. This whole scandal got the potential to eat Jay-Z alive if he doesn't step up and clear his name soon. The stress alone could tear a man down. And remember, this whole situation supposedly traces back to 1996, right when Tupac had just been killed and Jay-Z was climbing fast in the hip-hop scene. So he wasn't broke. He wasn't just some new kid on the block. He was already setting himself up for greatness, which makes this whole story even more unbelievable. Yet somehow, it keeps unfolding louder every single day. Now here's where it really starts to heat up. People online are piecing together clues like detectives, and the theories flying around are wild. Some say Jay-Z didn't just run. He was warned by somebody high up, maybe one of those untouchable elites who always manage to stay out the spotlight. Others swear this whole thing is about to expose an entire chain of power players, names way bigger than anyone expected. Social media already going crazy. Hashtags popping off, old interviews getting reposted, people rewatching every clip, every lyric, every look he ever gave, fans digging up old Roc Nation footage saying he dropped hints about secret deals and dark favors in plain sight. Every corner of the internet's buzzing. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everybody got their own theory, and nobody's staying quiet. And while the internet's on fire, Beyonce's staying silent, too silent. No statements, no posts, nothing. Just stillness. Some people think she's waiting for her team to figure out the next move. Others believe she already separated herself behind the scenes. And if that's true, it could mean she's seen more than any of us can imagine. Meanwhile, whispers say certain news outlets were told to hold any new reports until things calm down. That alone says plenty. The machine is trying to control the story, but it's too late. People are talking, and the truth's spreading faster than they can clean it up. If Jay-Z don't come forward soon, this could end up worse than anything he's ever faced. His brand, his empire, even his legacy, all hanging by a thread right now. Because when the public starts connecting dots and the silence gets louder than the denial, that's when the real storm begins. Something big's brewing, and if the rumors are true, we ain't seen nothing yet. Now the street's talking louder than ever. Every blog, podcast, and gossip page got Jay-Z's name spinning in bold letters. Some people saying the Fed's already watching him, others claiming private investigators got receipts that could flip this whole story upside down. The tension is thick, and the industry is holding its breath like they know something major's about to drop. Insiders are whispering that a few old Roc Nation members been quietly meeting up. Folks who used to be close to Jay, now ready to talk. They saying the lifestyle wasn't all glam and champagne, that behind closed doors, it was politics, manipulation, and silence. Everyone who spoke out got blacklisted or moved out the way. That's the rumor. And now, some of those same people are supposedly putting together their own tell-all documentaries to finally spill everything they've been holding in for years. Meanwhile, other big names acting real nervous. Some deleted old photos. Some unfollowed him on social media, pretending they don't even know him anymore. It's like everyone trying to erase their footprints before the truth hits daylight. Even some brands he's partnered with reportedly told their teams to pause campaigns until further notice. That's serious. And the fans, oh, they're divided. Some still defending him, saying this is just another media trap against a powerful black businessman. Others ain't buying that at all. They believe where there's smoke, there's fire. And right now, the smoke's getting darker by the hour. If what's coming next actually drops, it could blow the lid off the entertainment world. All these connections, Epstein, Diddy, Weinstein, secret parties, private islands, it's sounding less like rumors and more like a puzzle finally coming together. One thing's for sure, this storm ain't passing anytime soon. And when the truth finally hits, it's gonna shake Hollywood to its core. He might not have been a billionaire back then, but Jay-Z definitely wasn't broke. The man had connections, money flowing in, and all eyes on him. So the real question still stands. Why was Jay-Z even affiliated with people like that? These weren't random faces. These were known predators with a reputation darker than night. And no matter how much power or cash somebody's got, if you see them doing shady, twisted, or fake things, you're supposed to walk away, point blank, especially if you call yourself a righteous man with morals and a conscience. But out here, not everybody lives by that code. Some folks will sell out their integrity for a check or a shot at fame. They'll stay close to the money even if it's dripping with dirt. Yeah, they might be talented musicians, business moguls, or industry icons, but behind the scenes, they could be, allegedly, some real messed up people. The kind that smile for the cameras but move foul in the dark. And that's what makes this whole thing so wild, because it's not just about Jay-Z, it's about the entire system that protects people like him from ever getting exposed. When your circle's full of billionaires, lawyers, and gatekeepers, it's easy to bury the truth and keep your image squeaky clean. But as we're seeing now, everything that's done in the dark always comes to light eventually. So what do you think really happened? Is Jay-Z being framed, or is the industry finally starting to crack open from the inside? Drop your thoughts below, because this conversation is far from over. And remember, everything mentioned in this video is allegedly. We don't claim facts. We're just connecting the dots and letting the people decide. So go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below to keep this story alive, because if this truth keeps spreading, no amount of money or fame can stop what's coming next.